Hello everyone, welcome to the first installment of Steve Does GIS. Today we're going to be looking at ArcGIS Online, which is an online mapping system which ArcGIS provides, and you'll see the link down the bottom left hand corner of the screen here which says Make a Map. So I'm going to click on that, and this will open up the ArcGIS Online interface, helpfully called My Map. You'll see there's a large map of the world in the center, and this is a world topographic database, which is a default layer. But down the left hand side here you can see a menu here which allows you to make your own map. There are 4 steps here. One is choose an area, so you zoom and pan in or search by name or address to find the area of interest. The second is decide what you want to show, so you can choose a base map and add layers on top of it. The third is you can then continue to add more editable layers onto your base map, and fourth and finally you can save and share your map. You can only do this fourth step here if you've registered for ArcGIS Online, although if you haven't registered, don't worry, you can still print it out and annotate it as required for today's practical. So okay, let's start at number 1 here. At the top left we need to choose an area, so I'm going to use the search bar to find Death Valley, California. There is more than one Death Valley in the world, so let's be specific. And that's zoomed into the center of Death Valley National Park and the Badwater Basin. You can see down the left hand side of the map here at the top left we have a zoom bar, and we can zoom out and then back in as we require into this default topographic map. You'll see that it auto generalizes. In other words, as you zoom out you see less detail, as you zoom in you see more detail. We want to add some different data here, I think. One of the things we can do under step 2 is decide which base map we want to show. So I'm going to click search for layers, and I want to find a more detailed topographic map. And you see at the top the list 45 results found, world topographic map, which is the default base map. Here we see, second in the list, we see the USA topo maps, which is the equivalent to the Ordnance Survey for the US, which is provided by the US Geological Survey. I'm going to click Add. And you can see immediately that it's added that. We've done adding layers, but we see some more detailed information. I'm just going to zoom and pan into the Death Valley Ranch area. So this is the golf course, the little green blobs, and this is a nice fan here that we can see in this area. I'm going to add some aerial imagery now, so I'm going to search for layers. I'm going to replace that with aerial imagery and click go. And the first in the list is world imagery, which is what we want, and can I click add, you can see I've added a colour aerial photography. Again, this auto generalizes, so as we zoom in we can see some more detailed imagery for this rather nice alluvial fan, and the golf course and other facilities of the Furnace Creek Ranch. So I've done adding layers there. Now what I can do is I can control the way that these layers look. So obviously I've put an image over the top of my topographic map and I can no longer see it, but what I can do is I can right click and choose transparency level, and so I can drag that icon. As you can see, I drag that, it becomes completely see-through, transparent. There's 50% transparency and completely opaque. So let's choose something in the middle. And so there we have it. I have a nice map of my area that I'm interested in. I can then, if I've registered, I can save it using clicking the save icon. I can share it I can produce a link and share that with my friends on Facebook or whatever. But here we want to print it out, so I'm just going to click the print button tool, and it produces a version of your map which is then in a printable format that you can send to the chosen printer, or you can cut and paste that into a document and produce it as part of a report. Okay, so I think that ends today's GIS lesson. Thank you for listening.